Good morning. Coming up here on GMA, the latest on the story I know you've been covering. Former President Donald Trump will be arraigned in a few hours on new felony charges that he knowingly lied about the validity of the 2020 election to stay in power. We're going to have full team coverage on that and what he'll face today. Also, high heat and then high gas prices. The link between the soaring temperatures and the rising costs. Is relief on the way? We'll have those stories and so much more on GMA.
Ahead in the next hour, GMSA, a San Antonio mother continues to fight for justice for her son. Why the murder case could be taking a new turn after a second arrest. Plus, the life and legacy of a New Braunfels pilot is being remembered after a tragic crash at an air show last weekend up in Wisconsin. And we're a few weeks away from the opening of the Spurs' brand new training facility. A preview of the Rock at La Cantera coming up. Checking TransGuide, looking good at 10 at UTSA Boulevard with our friends over at TransGuide helping us keep an eye on your Thursday morning commute. We'll be back.
This morning on GMSA, San Antonio Water System crews spent the night working to restore service to several businesses. We're going to take a look at where and how many places are affected. Plus,
her problems have been so severe that she's been to the emergency room multiple times, including last weekend.
A new lawsuit erupting against the makers of the popular weight loss drug Ozempic. Why side effects are not the only thing that patients are worried about.
And looking out there with live cam this Thursday morning, still early, 79 degrees and not too bad until that sun comes out.
Live from KSAT 12, Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
And a good morning to you. It is 6 a.m. on your Thursday, August 3rd.
Thank you for starting your day with us. We hope you've had a good week so far. And here on GMSA, it is birthday week.
It is.
Yeah.
Mike Osterhage joins us now. We're celebrating his birthday today.
Happy birthday, thank you very much. And of course, Don, our director, his birthday. It's your birthday. Yeah. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. All right, we are starting off with a lot of clear skies out there. And I really can't, is that a glow or is that my imagination?
From here, I can't tell.
Yeah, I think we may be pushing things a little bit. Sun doesn't come up for almost an hour now. But we will see a beautiful sunrise again this morning. Maybe a couple of clouds out there. 79 degrees right now, 80 at Canyon Lake, 78 Divine, mid-70s Hill Country. Humidity it's there. You'll notice it when you get up to 73 for Dew Point, same thing in Port SA, and then you've got 74s from Pleasant and up to New Braunfels and Canyon Lake at 75. That is kind of fog up your glasses sort of humidity. So heat index right now, 85 up there at Canyon Lake and 81 at Stinson. We have a low amount of mold. Of course, the updated count is going to come out in about an hour and a half or so. And heat advisories, once again, are issued. Probably going to keep these around throughout at least the rest of the week, given the fact that we have high temperatures that are pretty much going to be the same up in the low hundreds. And then, of course, there is also that red flag warning because of the dry conditions, because of the afternoon humidity that drops down so low and a little bit of a breeze out there. And now, even though there's no red flag warning for the entire area, of course, the fire danger remains extremely high all around the area. 92 at noon today, 103 high temperature later on. Is there any kind of an end in sight? We'll take a look ahead way down the road, see if there's any hope at all. Details coming up in just a couple of minutes. Traffic Authority, Stephen, been pretty quiet on the roads this morning. What's going on now?
It has. Your birthday has given us a treat over here, Mike. I have not spotted issues that would slow folks down, but it's 6 a.m., so things are expected to take a turn where we will see a lot more folks out there. Looks like there may have even been flashing lights at Loop 410 near McCullough. I'll take a closer look in, tell you what's going on there, but for the most part, we're going to see a lot more folks at this hour. 410 at Jackson Keller. Not too bad along 281 southbound, but just take a look at some of the traffic shots here. You see a lot more activity around this time, and sometimes issues could pop up. We do at least have one stalled vehicle reported along I-10 westbound near Vance Jackson Road. It's not causing an issue, but our friends at TxDOT just wanted to make sure we could update you on that situation. We'll take a look and see exactly how it's going to impact the drive time, but for the most part, it has been pretty wide open for a lot of these folks that have to hit the roads and get the day rolling here. Let's get a look at some of the travel times. If you plan on rolling over here to San Antonio, 31 minutes along I-10 westbound if you're heading in from Seguin, about a 33-minute commute if you're traveling along 87 northbound heading in from Lavernia, and its usual drive time for friends down in Floresville, about a half-hour commute to get here to the Alamo City. But back here on TransGuide, expect to see a lot more folks out here once you get into town because we do see traffic picking up there on some of these TransGuide cameras. I'll have an update on what's going on this weekend coming up in the next few minutes. Mark.
Thank you, Stephen. The San Antonio water system worked overnight to restore water service to several businesses along I-10 in the Leon Springs area. SAWS says a non-SAWS contractor cut into a 12-inch water main with the intent of adding a new service line, but couldn't complete the connection. Several businesses in the area were affected, including a Bill Miller barbecue, a Walgreens, Schlotsky's Deli, along with some doctor's offices and a local hair salon. Several SAWS crews worked throughout the night to try to get things ready so those businesses can reopen later this morning.
Also new this morning, a fire broke out in a trailer home on the city's far west side. It happened at about 9:30 last night in the 11,000 block of Castellan Drive. That is near 1604 and Marbach Road. Bexar County emergency crews say that they saw smoke and fire coming from a trailer park home when they got there, and they were able to put out the flames on the roof. 2 residents and a firefighter were treated for heat exposure.
Topping your morning headlines, former President Donald Trump is set to make his first appearance today in a Washington federal courtroom. He's facing charges of plotting to overturn the results of the 2020 election. Right now, security is being ramped up around the area before today's hearing. Tuesday's indictment accuses Trump of pressuring his former Vice President Mike Pence to, quote, reject legitimate electoral votes on January 6, 2021. Trump's attorney on CNN argued his client's request was not criminal.
The final ask that Mr. Trump made to Vice President Pence was simply pause the voting.
It wasn't just that they asked for a pause. The president specifically asked me, and his gaggle of crackpot lawyers asked me to literally reject votes.
Now, Trump had the option to attend virtually, but will attend today's hearing in person. He'll be digitally fingerprinted, and is not expected to have a mugshot taken.
The makers of Ozempic and Mounjaro, the diabetes drugs popular for aiding in weight loss, are facing a lawsuit over alleged side effects. In the new lawsuit, a woman says she lost 150 pounds, but claims the makers failed to adequately warn about the risk of so-called stomach paralysis, now a condition in which the movement of food out of the stomach slows or stops.
Her problems have been so severe that she's been to the emergency room multiple times, including last weekend.
It is absolutely brutal. Patients often come in with severe dehydration and electrolyte abnormalities, and many have their symptoms are so difficult to control that they have to be admitted to the hospital.
Now, the drugs come with clear warnings about side effects like nausea and vomiting. A warning about a delay in gastric emptying is also on the label.
Now to the southern border and the growing controversy over buoys and razor wire installed to deter migrants.
As ABC's Andrea Fujii reports, dozens of families are also claiming that Texas state troopers are separating families after they arrive in Texas.
This morning, a disturbing discovery along the Rio Grande. Security officials finding a body trapped in the buoys recently placed in the river across from Eagle Pass, Texas. Texas Governor Greg Abbott has been using the buoys and razor wire to prevent migrants from attempting river crossings. It's the only way we can cross, he says. The Mexican government condemning the buoys, saying we express our concern about the impact on the human rights and personal safety of migrants. Another concern at the border? Dozens of families now claim Texas state troopers have been separating families while detaining fathers on trespassing charges. The Texas Department of Public Safety say children have never been taken from their mothers, but there have been instances in which DPS has arrested male migrants on state charges who were with their family when the alleged crime occurred. It's a policy shift from 2021 when officials in Texas were told to keep families together. ABC's Ariel Rushev spoke with one family separated for more than 2 weeks after trying to migrate from Colombia. Like I'd never imagined before, it was a moment I couldn't control, that I worked extremely hard to create a home and that it was going to be destroyed and we would be denied all because of a decision. And more migrants are heading north from Latin America. The number of crossings at the Darien Gap, a dangerous stretch of jungle from Colombia to Panama, just hit an all-time high. More than 400,000 are expected to cross by year's end. As for the buoys along the border, the Justice Department is suing the state of Texas, claiming the state installed them illegally. Andrea Fujii, ABC News, New York.
Before we go to break, Governor Greg Abbott has signed 2 new laws that address street racing. One of those new laws gives police and prosecutors more power to crack down on street takeovers. The law goes into effect September 1st. The other immediately went into effect. It allows police to immediately remove and even impound cars that participate in those street takeovers. San Antonio, Austin, and Fort Worth, just a few of the cities that have had to deal with street takeovers this year.
And time now, 6:09 and 79 degrees for now.
Still to come, we're weeks away from the opening of the new Spurs training facility, a preview of the Rock at La Cantera and why it's not just for the team.
And after the break, we want to help you get outside. So some simple things you can do to get the most out of your yard with some ideas you may not be thinking about.
And you don't have to go outside, really. I mean, you're watching this right now from inside, and we can peek outside together with live cam right now. The sun is coming up, Mike Osterhage. You are not crazy, especially on your birthday. We'll be back. Just about 6:13, the San Antonio Spurs are about to move into a new home that is unlike anything else in the NBA, but it's not a new downtown arena.
No. The $500 million Rock at La Cantera campus is set to open soon off of Loop 1604 and Interstate 10 near Six Flags.
RJ Marquez visited the site and shows us why the facility is not just for the team, it's also for fans.
The San Antonio Spurs select Victor Wembanyama.
A new era for the Spurs begins soon at their new headquarters on the far northwest side.
We're excited for the community, first and foremost, to be able to interact and see what we've been working on for the last few years.
Construction at the Rock at La Cantera is entering the final stretch. The campus is more than 500,000 square feet and will include the Spurs' new practice facility, medical and retail space, as well as the Spurs Club.
We couldn't just build a practice facility for our team. We needed to make sure that we were amplifying, opportunities to impact and engage with our community.
Frost Plaza will be a public space for live entertainment, music, a park, and a splash pad for families.
We have our restaurant. We have an outdoor LED screen that we're really excited to bring to the community as far as a secondary site to watch our games.
The Spurs are leaving no stone unturned. Even the practice facility has the same dimensions as the current one.
It was important for us to keep the intimacy of that basketball court that we have. We had to make sure that we were protecting that coaching environment and that performance environment for our players.
A vision nearly 6 years in the making is about to become reality just in time for the arrival of Victor Wembanyama.
This is a world-class facility. It's literally one of one, but we're really excited.
Spurs coaches and players will be moving into the Performance Center in about 6 weeks, so they will be here for the start of training camp, and the plaza will be open to the public by the start of the season. Reporting from the Northwest Side, RJ Marquez, KSAT 12 News.
Well, this morning we have some ideas if you're looking for ways to make the most out of your backyard this summer.
In this morning's Ask Angie segment, we are talking about some outdoor projects you may want to try.
If you're looking for a great way to stay cool this summer in your yard, consider a pool. No matter your budget or the size of your yard, there's an option for you. Above ground pools are a great thing to consider if you're on a tighter or smaller budget. If you lack space in your yard, a plunge pool is another great choice.
And all that time around the pool may have you working up an appetite. So if your family spends a lot of time cooking outside, there are some delicious ways you can amp up your outdoor kitchen.
If your favorite summer activity is grilling in your backyard, an outdoor kitchen might be the thing for you. You can go small with the addition of a kitchenette that has a couple additional pieces of equipment, or you can go big. Add a stove, pizza oven, and maybe even an outdoor fridge.
Now, if you don't live here, a garden could be a great addition to any backyard. Best results, consider setting up raised garden beds. If you have a larger yard, you can plant fruit trees that will produce fruit for years to come.
Yeah, outdoor kitchen doesn't sound too good in San Antonio, not right now at least.
Well, a lot of us already have a rotisserie set up, and we didn't have to spend the dime.
That's right, just put it in the backyard.
Go outside.
Right. Let's check in with our Stephen Cavazos.
Well, good morning. Not really seeing anything out here. It's been a pretty steady start to our Thursday morning as we get the commute rolling. There's 410 at Ingram North and Jackson Keller. You see a lot more of that traffic coming right at your screen there. Thankfully, I'm not seeing anything that's too out of the ordinary for drivers that have to hit the roads in the next few minutes or so. North and southbound lanes along 281 just look a little bit more crowded. This stall still reported along I-10 westbound at Vance Jackson Road as a little bit of stretch of yellow starting to build out there. So looks like it could be causing a little delay for drivers. Nothing too concerning yet, but if you see those flashing lights, you know what to do. You got to move over or slow down. Wide look at our map does show the same story here. A lot of construction happening, and there is a lot to look forward to this weekend. I'm talking about Loop 1604, the North Expansion Project. Now, I know this is a lot of information, but don't worry. We're going to break all of this down for you tomorrow morning, and of course, also on our website. This information is at ksat.com. But we have another full weekend closure there along Loop 1604. It starts tomorrow night, should wrap Monday morning, 9 in the evening to 5 5 in the morning. This time we're going to see the westbound main lanes full closure between the Kyle Seale Parkway, exit ramp, and Braun Road. Now here's what you can do in the meantime. Exit Kyle Seale Parkway and head westbound along the frontage road. Then use Bandera Road, that entrance ramp there, to merge back onto Loop 1604. And again, I know that's a lot of information to read this morning, but scan this QR code. It takes you directly to our KSAT traffic page. You can find that information on our website. It takes you to that page, and you can see all the construction happening in our area. It seems like it's never ending, but as I mentioned before, 1604 is right now the biggest issue for a lot of drivers, and we can expect to see more closures in place tomorrow, and that's going to carry us through Monday morning. So never ending over there. But there is a goal date. 2027 is what they hope to finish this work, but it's happening in segments, so we just got to be patient out there. I know it's easier said than done.
Yes, sir.
What can we do?
Yeah,
2027?
I know. Have to be patient with the weather as well.
Yeah.
For it to cool off.
Seems like the next time we won't see triple digits 2027. No,
Oh my goodness.
It's true.
That would be something.
It feels like that sometimes, you know?
Who loves watermelon in summer? That is absolutely wonderful. And this is a great picture because Yvonne says she set some watermelon out there for the chickens, and the bees are loving it.
Okay.
Did chickens eat watermelon?
At this time of year, I think so. I don't know.
I guess. I'll take her word for it there.
Oh.
So, yeah, it's a great looking picture. I love that shot there with that close up of the watermelon. So thank you very much for that one, Yvonne. And yes, we are starting to see the glow of the sunrise. A couple of clouds are forming up, as is usually the case. Feels like 84 when you step outside here in town. 85 Canyon Lake, mid-70s in the hill country. We do have some of our morning humidity. Yesterday we made it up to 102, 2 days in a row at that, just a degree shy of the record on both days, and going for a 103 today, which again would tie the record for today's date, and maybe a couple of upper 90s here and there, but for the most part you can just pretty much go for triple digits all around the area. And as far as heat index readings, not going to be that much above what the actual air temperatures are, because we will obviously see the humidity drop down later on this afternoon. Satellite, obviously nothing is showing up around here, and pretty much the same picture we've been looking at for the past few days, where everything is, well, nothing around here. Everything is kind of going around us and moving almost straight west to east, and that's the situation even with that low up there around the Great Lakes. But what we're hoping for down the road is to see a bit more of a kind of a roller coaster sort of take place. So the high is on top of us. It is not going to be going anywhere anytime soon at all in the weekend. As a matter of fact, we're going to be going up a degree as we go into the next couple of days. But the hope being that it starts to drift a little bit further to the west as we go into next week, and as a trough tries to develop up here around the Great Lakes. So if that starts to drop down, that would get us a little more of that roller coaster action, hopefully to shove that high off to the west a little bit more, and then give us at least a small chance for a couple of showers, perhaps. Again, this is wishful thinking. It's about all we can hope for as of right now, because over the next 7 days, temperatures are going to be staying triple digits, 103s, 104s, all the way through the weekend, close to the daily records each and every day for the next 7 days. Low temperatures, upper 70s, a couple of degrees above normal. Yeah, consistent. If you like that, consistently hot.
Yeah, a nice birthday indoors. In the AC, right?
Sounds good to me.
All right.
Time right now is 6:21, 79 degrees.
Just ahead, we are hearing from the family of a U.S. soldier detained in North Korea. The exclusive preview is next in your GMA First Look.
With Allegra, allergies don't hold us back. Allegra starts working 2 times faster than Claritin. And unlike Zyrtec, it won't make us drowsy. Allegra gives you the fastest, non-drowsy 24-hour allergy relief so you can live your greatness.
In 18 years, Grant Gill will become an improv legend. That's why he's preparing for it now, with health tips and wellness tools from AARP to help make sure his health lives as long as he does. The younger you are, the more you need AARP.
All right, here we go. The sheriff is here. That's me. I'm the sheriff. We're going to do things the old school way, the tried and true football way.
Boring! I mean, the guy gets football, but he just didn't get us youths.
Enough was enough. We had to show him how we play.
Come come to find out, I'm a natural touchdown dancer.
He was terrible, but he had fun. That's what this game's all about.
Right, that's good, that's good.
In this morning's GMA First Look, a family's plea.
We love you, Travis. Come home.
It's been just over 2 weeks since U.S. Army Private Second Class Travis King ran across the demilitarized zone into North Korea. King, reportedly pictured here, the 23-year-old Army private dressed in black moments before he dashed across the border. North Korea acknowledging this week that Travis crossed and that they are now investigating the matter. And this morning, his mother and uncle are speaking out to GMA.
That's not Travis. Travis would not just go over the border like that. He would have wanted to come home.
We don't know how he's being treated. We don't know if he's eaten. We don't know if he's being tortured. We don't know if he's being interrogated. We don't know anything.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have the very latest on Travis King's detainment and get live reaction from Secretary of State Antony Blinken. With your GMA First Look, I'm Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
In your morning consumer headlines, China could soon impose new limits on screen time for children. A new proposal calls for restricting smartphone use to 2 hours per day for older teens and even less for younger kids in China. There would be no usage at all from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Amazon says non-Prime members in a dozen major U.S. cities can soon order groceries from its fresh stores. It's $4 more than what Prime members typically pay. Amazon hopes to roll out this service by the end of the year.
And White Castle adding AI to its menu. The home of the sliders is looking to add artificial intelligence voices to more than 100 drive-through locations by next year. White Castle says with this new ad, orders will be processed in just over a minute. We don't have White Castle in Texas, do we? Anywhere? No, you cannot. I've seen them in other states too.
Yeah.
But not here.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, 626, 79 degrees.
And still ahead at 6:30, students at Southside ISD will see something new when school starts in 2 weeks. The decision behind installing metal detectors and what the district is saying about it now.
And important news you don't want to miss if you're trying to get pregnant, why the food you eat could have a big impact.
And looking out there with TransSky, wow, it's a beautiful shot there at I-37 at Bronick Lake. Thank you, Stephen Cavazos.
Oh, wow. That's
a different shot.
It's fantastic. We want to see that more often, guys.
It's probably for Mike's birthday.
Aw, how sweet. We'll be right back.
I hope that soon the justice system is able to prosecute each and every one of you.
This morning on GMSA, a San Antonio mother continues to fight for justice for her son. Why the case could be taking a turn after a second arrest in his murder. Plus,
she's always been a real big go-getter ever since we were growing up.
The life and legacy of a new Braunfels pilot being remembered after a tragic crash at an air show last weekend in Wisconsin. Our family is also planning to honor her in the future.
Outside with live cam, another pretty sunrise out there behind some clouds, but we've got another camera shot we can show you a little bit later on that's absolutely picture perfect. Good morning, everybody. 6:30 on your Thursday, August 3rd.
Thanks for joining us. Happy Thursday and happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Mike Osterhage.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. And happy birthday to our director, Don, as well.
Can't forget Don Survey.
Nope.
Yeah,
we wouldn't be on the air without him. So
that's very true.
And we are starting off with warm temperatures, warm, humid. Got a couple of clouds like we've had the past few mornings there. And you can see that nice little orangish, reddish glow right there along the horizon. Sun's going to peek over the horizon in still about another half an hour or so. Temperature right now at the airport stands at 80. We've been kind of going back and forth between 79 and 80. Dew points at 73, which means there's enough moisture out there to where you're going to notice it. And that's what is taking these numbers. And then you can add on a little bit more. Fairly decent humidity around Canyon Lake, Randolph, Stinson, Pleasanton, New Braunfels. So heat index reading 85 up there at Canyon Lake, 84 at the airport as of right now. At least, again, we do get, got to emphasize this, we do get the drier air coming in here in the afternoon. So we don't have those outrageously high dew or heat index readings, I should say. But there is somewhat of a downside to that. Mold is on the low side. We have heat advisories just because of those temperatures that are up 103, 104s. And with that lower humidity, dry vegetation. That's what's prompting the red flag warnings once again to be issued up until 9 o'clock this evening. So warm and humid this morning, and then 103 high temperature, plenty of sunshine. That will tie the record. 104 through the weekend. Each day records are going to be in jeopardy, the daily records. And again, lots of sunshine. And next week, right now, there is no relief in sight. Maybe in toward next weekend, but for the next 7 days, nothing out there. Details coming up in just a couple of minutes. Traffic authorities, Stephen, been pretty quiet. Still doing good?
Still doing good over here. And we had a pretty shot, Mike. I was just talking to our friends at TransGuide at 37 at Bronick Lake. It's something that we don't see too often, but they're testing out some new cameras out in the area, but still a treat for us and still a treat for you guys at home. Check out 37 at Southton Road. Now, this camera is a beautiful shot, but I'm not catching any problems from this area. However, story's different on our map. A crash popped up here at 37 northbound at South Cross Boulevard. I will talk to our friends at TransGuide once again and to see if we can get a shot of the conditions out there. Of course, they are testing the cameras along 37, so I'm sure that they're going to catch this as well. Let's take a wider jump over here back into town where we see this stalled vehicle that was reported along I-10 westbound at Vance Jackson Road. It wasn't causing an issue earlier. We saw slight buildup, but looks like that's cleared out, so we'll clear that from our map. Wide look now does show that we have plenty of that road work taking place, and of course we know that's a pain, but we'll get you through that. A lot is happening this weekend. We're going to have more on that a little bit later on in the newscast, but I do want to bring it back to this shot here at 35 at New Laredo. You can see traffic is moving in the north and southbound lanes, and as I'm looking at some of these TransGuide cameras, it does look like we have a few different shots on here. But again, I will step out, talk to our friends at TransGuide to see if we can get a shot of the conditions along 37 to find out if they have a view of that crash along South Cross Boulevard. I'll have an update for you coming up a little bit later on.
Thank you, Stephen. San Antonio Water System crews worked overnight to restore water service to several businesses along I-10 in the Leon Springs area. SAW says a non-SAWS contractor cut into a 12-inch main with the intent of adding a new service line, but couldn't complete the connection. Several businesses in that area were affected, including a Bill Miller barbecue, a Walgreens, Schlotzsky's, along with some doctor's offices and a hair salon. Several crews worked throughout the night to try to get things ready so those businesses can try to reopen later this morning.
New details this morning on a mother's fight for justice for her son almost 3 years after his murder. Sebastian Carpio was killed in September of 2020. His body was found burned inside a stolen car. 16-year-old Edgar de la Cruz turned himself in after Sebastian's remains were found. He was charged with murder and later given a 25-year sentence. And now there has been a second arrest in the case. However, it is still open, so Ana Maria Carpio is still pushing for more arrests.
I have a purpose. Sebastian and I have a purpose, and our purpose is to get all these individuals accountable for their actions.
Felipe Angel Perez was officially indicted in June for tampering with evidence, but was found and arrested this week. According to the indictment, Perez is accused of trying to alter, destroy, or conceal a shotgun and cell phone that were evidence in the case. Perez has already bonded out of jail and is now awaiting a court date.
Well, this morning we're learning more about the life of Devin Riley. She was the New Braunfels pilot who died in a plane crash at an air show in Wisconsin this past weekend.
Our Avery Everett spoke to her family, who called Devin a go-getter and a role model.
Devin was so about hard work and, putting your head down and doing what it takes.
A dedicated pilot, even more devoted to her family.
Nobody had a bad thing to say about Devin, ever.
Devin Riley's family remembers her as a loyal and loving spirit.
But she had such a humble way about her where it was she just pursued her passions to the fullest extent. And it was inspiring and always has been.
Riley died Saturday morning when her plane crashed into a Wisconsin lake. The National Transportation Safety Board and the Federal Aviation Administration are currently investigating. Riley's sister, Kaylin Colley, says she died doing something she loved.
It was her passion she wanted to share with other people.
At only 30, Colley says her sister was a fierce advocate for women in aviation.
She's always been a real big go-getter ever since we were growing up.
Inspiring not only the pilots she taught, but her entire family as well.
You just watch her in awe and amazement. It's all you can do.
Now, days after Riley's death, her sister says their family is finding ways to honor her memory.
We get to celebrate in a painful way her life.
Remembering Devin Riley as a pilot, but a person first.
She was always pursuing something, and just like the vigor, and like it was just always so inspiring.
Her family has 2 memorials set up for this weekend and next. For details on those, you can head on over to ksat.com. Avery Everett, KSAT 12 News.
The search continues for 2 people who left a baby in a church parking lot. That baby enduring temperatures of more than 100 degrees for hours. So these are the people police are trying to find. It happened back on July 17th. Surveillance video captured the man and woman with a basket outside the Grissom Road Church in the 5400 block of Lost Lane. This is on the city's west side. They put the basket under an awning by the back door, left a note, and walked away. Police say that the baby was not in distress, but his umbilical cord was still attached. If you know anything that can lead police to these people, you are asked to call Crime Stoppers at number 210-224-STOP. And child safety advocates in the San Antonio Fire Department want to remind everyone about the Baby Moses Law. It states that a baby can be surrendered with no questions asked if the baby is within 60 days old, is handed off at a fire station or hospital, and is unharmed. You can read more about the Baby Moses Law right now on our website at ksat.com.
Looking ahead, Southside ISD wants to prepare families ahead of the start of school in 2 weeks. So they handed out backpacks, supplies, even food during last night's back-to-school bash at Southside High School. The district says parents are going to play a vital role in making sure students succeed academically. They report increasing enrollment, up 200 students from last year. The district expects that number to keep growing. Administrators also showed the families new metal detectors that will be in every Southside ISD school.
Sent out surveys to our community. 80% of our community was in favor of the metal detectors.
At least they're taking a step to try to secure the safety of the kids for the kids. So, yeah, it's very impressive. I like it.
The district also encouraging parents to stay up to date with their kids' school so their child has a smooth start to the year.
And the time now is 6:39 and 79 degrees for now.
Just ahead, important news if you're trying to get pregnant, why the food you eat could have a huge impact.
Welcome back. It's 6:42. This morning, did you know the foods you eat could be playing a role in you trying to get pregnant? Well, new research shows that fertility is affected by the foods you eat. Laura Fletcher with Salah Fertility says there are certain foods you want to avoid if you are trying to get pregnant. So those include processed foods, foods high in seed oils, vegetables like tomatoes, peppers, eggplants, and white potatoes, along with gluten and dairy. Some foods that will help boost fertility include anything high in antioxidants, green leafy vegetables, sweet potatoes, avocados, and fish, which is a raw ingredient for what makes caviar.
We should be intuitive. We should be mindful of everything that we're doing, everything that we're eating.
Fletcher suggests going to the doctor and changing your diet if you've been struggling to get pregnant for multiple months and if you're not having any success.
Looks like we have our first problem spot this morning on TransGuide.
Let's check back with Steven.
We do. 37 northbound heading into the Alamo City. Watch out, back-to-back traffic out here. Let's get a look at TransGuide. You don't really see anything great. What we are catching is just slow-moving traffic in the northbound lanes, along with first responders that are off on the shoulder lane. Now, it does appear that 1 to 2 lanes could be blocked at this time, but it is not a pretty situation for anyone that is traveling through there. You have to watch out for those emergency vehicles. Let's hope everyone is doing okay. But you can see from the shot at TransGuide, you may want to start looking for a different route because we're starting to see that stretch of orange and yellow build, which is not a good sign this early in the morning because a lot more folks are waking up and getting their day started. So this could cause some issues for your drive time. Be careful heading 37 northbound at South Cross Boulevard. I'll keep a close eye on that throughout the remainder of the show. But the wide look at the map does show, for the most part, there's still some relief out there. Obviously, we're going to see the congestion creep in, a little bit more of that red and yellow as the morning commute does get moving. But be on the lookout for areas where we have construction taking place or sod placement here in Kendall County. That will take place and wrap up Friday, August 4th. This all starts at 9 in the morning and should end at 3 in the afternoon. So if your travels take you through that area, be on the lookout for single lane closures along the frontage road in both directions from State Highway 46 to Scenic Loop Road. So the good news is that won't impact the main lanes of traffic along I-10, but it's a very tight and busy corridor. And as we get it back here at 37, it's a busy start here as well. we'll keep a close eye on things, and we'll have more updates for you on the situation throughout the morning. But just watch for those first responders out there.
Okay. Thank you very much, Stephen.
Taking pictures of them?
Happy birthday. I want to see what happens next, basically.
Happy birthday, Don.
We've been mentioning him all morning long, but he's a that's a great
It's a good picture there.
Don Cervais is one of our longtime directors here at KSAT 12.
I love that.
And thank you, Colin, for bringing out a cake for Mr. Osterhage because he's got his birthday today.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Here's the part I want to see.
You know what you have to do, Mike?
What's that?
I know.
You have to take a big bite out of it because you are an instigator on birthdays. You always.
Okay.
Yeah, got to do it. And I want a big chunk.
I'll try.
Go for it.
All right.
Oh, wow.
He is doing it.
It's chocolate, too.
Oh, great.
Good job.
Fantastic.
And you have it on video.
impressed.
You
Happy
have it on
birthday.
video.
Oh, wow.
Happy
Seems like
birthday.
since
My wife's been
yesterday.
up to
This is so cute.
I love the
That's
pictures.
why
Like,
Mommy
oh,
wanted my
my.
computer the other day.
Scruffy Boys.
Yeah. Oh,
That was last year's Pigskin Classic.
Pigskin Classic. So
Getting
we're
ready to do a repeat this year.
at the end of the month. Happy birthday, Mike. You're a huge part of our morning show family.
Yes.
Oh, he's
Thank you.
going for it.
I'm just enjoying my cake right now.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Does anybody have a toddler bib or anything?
I know.
Bib. I was like, no napkins. How about Post-its? Oh, that's right. You got to do weather. Let me get you a
That's why we
napkin.
have paper scripts at SA Live. So
Oh, yes.
Oh,
there
wait.
you go.
You have to read that. You have to read that later.
It's okay. It's good.
Oh, is that?
That is, today's 9 at 9.
You're okay.
Here's a picture that we need to put in our regular rotation, I think. Look at this guy. Look at and the other birthday boy, Don, comes out here with napkins in hand.
There you
Right.
go.
Thank you. Hey, Don, get up here.
Don, come on over here. Yeah, come on. Happy birthday,
I'll leave your
Don.
ID on so we know who you are. So.
Happy birthday, Don. There he is. Happy birthday, buddy.
Happy
Toledo's
birthday.
favorite son, so we're both Tigers fans.
And his yes,
both Lions
and
fans.
Don, we got to hear
Yes.
your voice just for everybody's
Yeah.
pleasure.
Okay, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, we can hear
Great
you, my
voice.
friend.
Thank you very much.
Way back when he used to
Right.
do a lot of the voiceover stuff for a lot of the spots around here. So
Happy
anyway.
birthday,
Thank you very
buddy.
much,
Happy
guys.
Happy birthday,
Thank you.
sir.
Happy birthday, Don.
guys.
Okay, bye-bye.
Oh, I got.
Bye-bye.
That's got a. It's a
You're
lot.
good.
So, thank you.
You're good.
All right, this is a picture I was going to say we need to put in our regular rotation, just pop up there. Look at the smile on that guy's face. That is just sheer joy and pleasure. And I was trying to figure that out, little Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. So thank you so very much for that one. Got a couple of clouds hanging around here right now. 84 is what it feels like out there at the airport, 85 Canyon Lake, and mid-70s parts of the hill country. Of course, going to warm up quickly. A couple of leftover morning clouds around here. We make it up to 92 at noon, and then we are going to be topping off at 103, excuse me, later on today. Didn't get all the cake down. And as far as the dew points, yes, they will be dropping down later on this afternoon. So we're not going to have those just outrageously high heat index readings, but just the temperature is going to be high enough to prompt some of those heat advisories that are posted for a good chunk of the area. And again, I keep showing this graphic, but the high is just not going anywhere. And we have to just kind of move through this pretty quickly to get into the latter part of next week. And what we're hoping for is that there's a trough developing up there around the Great Lakes. And if that thing...
Room service.
Oh, thank you very much. I got coffee too. So could you give me a slice of cake there? And anyway, that trough would develop up there around the Great Lakes. That would get us into more of, say, a roller coaster action here, hopefully to push that high out. But again, that's just kind of hoping as of right now. So for the next 7 days, we do have temperatures that are going to be staying 104 each and every day. 103 today, but each and every day is going to be close to their respective record high temperatures. Lows are going to be staying at 78 degrees. Right now, the normal high 97, the normal low is 76. So we're going to be a good 6-7 degrees above normal just on the high end of things all the way through the middle part of next week.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Thank you
birthday.
very much. Appreciate that.
649, 79 degrees.
And looking ahead, some important news in the fight against cancer tomorrow on GMSA. Why experts tell us that certain people get it and why you might want to get some strawberries the next time you are at the store.
And outside with live cam on this August 3rd, looking back towards the eastern sunrise. You're watching GMSA. Thanks for being with us.
morning. Coming up here on GMA, the latest on the story I know you've been covering. Former President Donald Trump will be arraigned in a few hours on new felony charges that he knowingly lied about the validity of the 2020 election to stay in power. We're going to have full team coverage on that and what he'll face today. Also, high heat and then high gas prices. The link between the soaring temperatures and the rising costs. Is relief on the way? We'll have those stories and so much more on GMA.
All right, happening today, San Antonio City Council members set to vote on a much debated project at Brackenridge Park. Council will vote on a work contract for the first phase to restore Lambert Beach and the pump house on the park's northern edge.
The project was initially approved as part of a 2017 bond, but before work begins, the Texas Historical Commission and the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers needs to sign off on the plans. So we're going to have a breakdown on those plans for you on our website at ksat.com.
Also later this morning, a quick announcement for our Spurs. The team will be hosting a press conference at 11 a.m. to announce a new major partnership. As we reported earlier this week, they're expected to announce Frost Bank as the new naming rights partner for the current Spurs arena, replacing AT&T.
We will be streaming live later this morning at 11 on all our major platforms like KSAT Plus, KSAT.com, and our YouTube channel. So be sure to tune in for the big announcement.
35 at 410 has gotten very interesting.
Uh-oh. Let's check in with Steven.
Yeah, the problem's just picked up here within the last few moments. We have a crash reported 35 northbound at the Loop 410 interchange. And actually, you can see that we do have paramedics out there. So this is not a good situation for anyone that is traveling through that area right now. Look at that huge backup on your screen. I'm hoping everyone's okay, but we know that traffic's going to have a tough time navigating through this. Let's get you to our map. You see that huge stretch of red that is building there along 35 north as you approach that interchange at Loop 410. I'll watch it very closely, but sad news, unfortunately, I should say, on other news, we do have other problems to report. That's not looking good down over here. 37 northbound, it does look like another major crash was reported there, and we have at least 2 lanes blocked in the northbound lanes as you head towards South Cross Boulevard. Be on the lookout. We are off to a busy morning, but we'll keep a close eye on things. Mike, I know that's been hot lately.
Yeah, net 35. Yeah, no, they're finally letting traffic, it looks like, get off to the side there. Yeah. So obviously you're going to keep us informed on that. Got a couple of clouds hanging out there right now. 79 degrees out at the airport, 80 Stinson, and heat advisories today. The red flag warnings from San Antonio up to the north, and we are going to make it up to 103 today. Nothing is going to be changing over the next 7 days. 104s, so it's going to be a brutally hot weekend and then going into next week. The only hope right now is late next week.
How did you do that and not get frosting up?
Right.
Yeah.
You did yours yesterday.
Kind of sideways.
You were practicing, right. Yeah. So skillful.
I just posted the video on my page. I do need to study your technique, but happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Very much. I appreciate it.
We'll see you back at 9.